Well, welcome back, everybody, to some Long Dark tonight. We're going to get back on our Will Eggy Jr. character, currently in Hush River Valley. Currently just have killed a bear, or killed a moose. Well, we killed a bear too, but we just killed a moose. Now we got to go out and harvest this moose up. Okay, I got enough stuff to do it. Excellent, let's go do it. Let's do this. Got a moose right over here, boys and girls. Right over yonder. Master Kano, how you doing? Player Slayer, hey, hey, hey! And good day, Master Kano. Hope you're having a good one, my friend. Alright, let's just get a torch out. I don't think I get a mag lens fire going, but we'll check anyway. Nope, I didn't think so, but it's always good to check. It saves you a match if you can. Saves you a match if you can get it going that way. But we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll light it with the torch. Light it with the torch there. Get it going. But I hope you all are having a great one. Always better with a day when some Long Dark is on. That's the way to look at it. For sure, my friend. Alright, let's throw a piece of coal on there. Yeah, it's easily going to get us there. Alright. Now, when you're harvesting or carcass harvesting a moose, you can also boil 2 liters of water at the same time. Even at cooking level 5, you can throw the water on, go to the moose, harvest him, and by the time you get done, the water will be boiled. So you can sort of get a little double duty going on there. Yes, I said that, a little double duty. This is a pretty small moose, honestly. Well, we got 6. Oh, we got 7 bags. Oh, there's one on the fire. There's one on the fire. That's why. I was like, why is there only 6? There's one on the fire right there. All right, let's harvest up a couple pieces of meat here out of this one. Oh, shoot. And then our fire got blown out. And a storm came up.
I need to drop something.
Oh, geez. Time to go inside, boys and girls. Time to go inside. Wow. That storm came out of nowhere. We call that the moose storm. After you kill a moose or bear, there's a high probability a blizzard will hit. I don't know if that's in the game for a reason or not, but it happened. Jarl of Goats with the 16-month resub. Jarl, thank you for the 16-month resub there, my friend. Holy crap, I'd have to get some points out for that.
Jarl of Goats just resubscribed for 16 months.
Thank you for the 16 months. And boys and girls, if you've not gone and given the wonderful Jarl of Goats a follow yet, please go give Jarl a follow. Last playing some D&D. Random Loper. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Well, let's drop our moose guts back here. And let's drop our moose hide back here. Plop. There we go. Just to catch everybody up on where we're at, we're on day 88. We've survived 87 days. We got carcass harvesting and cooking to 5, archery to 5, fire starting's almost to 4, mending is over halfway through 3, ice fishing, who cares? And we have a rabbit skin hat over a wool toque. We got the moose hide jacket and bearskin coat. We got double thin wool sweaters. We got our rabbit skin gloves. We got our deer skin boots over our wool socks and our thermal undies underneath our combat pants and deer skin pants. We also are carrying the moose hide satchel and the crampons. The crampons. So there we go. You lost all your bear hides, dude. Dude. There we go. Give you some more. And those apple bottom jeans, the boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at. I hit the floor, baby. Next thing you know, Shorty got low. Sort of did get low there, right there, my friends. All right, let's get some water in us. Get nice and warmed up in here. Drop some of this water down. You can never, ever,
any of this gear.
ever have too much water. There is no such thing as too much water, my friends. Never. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever gonna get it. Let's put our pots here. There we go. Gonna drop some weight here too, so we can go out and grab all that good, lovely moose meat. As we'll bring it back here into the cave and harvest it up. That's the nice thing about carcass harvesting a moose like that, is if we had tried to take the moose under regular circumstances, that storm would have hit and we'd be screwed. Now by harvesting them, quartering them like we did, we were able to get all the stuff off of them that we wanted, and still be able to get back to the cave and get ourselves squared away. Drop a few tools here. Let's see. Drop the hatchet as well. It's heavy. I don't really need it in a blizzard. Don't really need it in the blizzard. All right, we're down to 26 kilos. That's not too bad. I say we run out, grab a bag of meat, bring it back in, my friends. We just beeline the heck out of here, go grab some meat, bring her back. Bella, hello, hello, Machinist. How you doing, by the way? How's it going, Machinist? I hope you're having a good one, my friend. But Jarl, how's it going, buddy? I have been playing the heck out of Icarus. We're gonna play some more Icarus tonight, as a matter of fact. We got our solo character to do with tonight. We're doing the payday extraction mission. And we've pretty much got everything we need, except for gold and copper. I'm good, man. Busy with the new JOB. Oh, you're working nights now. Oh, man, I hated night shift. I worked night shift, well, night and graveyard shift for about a decade.
It's making my head feel thick.
It murders your soul. It murders your soul. Doing good. Spent the whole weekend tweaking, modding, and setting out our dedicated Project Zomboid server, which is RP like the... Oh, nice! Nice, nice, nice. I've heard good stuff about that game. It's not quite my cup of tea. I don't like the isometric view. I'm not a big fan of the isometric view, but I've heard good stuff. I've heard real good stuff about that game. A lot of people really like that. Trying to get back to second shift, yeah. Finally made up the tests I missed when I was out sick last week, so that's good. Oh, that's good. That's good news. I'm glad you did. We probably can't get all this meat tonight. We're just going to grab some of it. Then we're going to get some sleep, and we're going to continue tomorrow. Grab the meat, take the bags back. How long into the graveyard shift did my soul die? It took about a year. Took about a year, and then for the next 9 years, I was just a miserable human being. And for the next 9 years, I was a miserable human. Having to get up at 2 in the morning every day of the week, and I was doing newspapers back then. I was a distributor for one of the big newspapers in town, and so my work was 7 days a week, 365 days a year. 2 in the morning. Every morning. Every morning. For 10 years. Wrecked my soul. Wrecked my soul. So yeah, you probably won't have it that bad, but man, I hated it. I hated it. I'm not a morning person anyway. I'm not a morning person anyway. And that just murdered me.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Eat some food here real quick. It took about a year, and then my soul was gone. Then my soul was dead. Grab some water. Grab our bedroll. Put that down here. Oh no, I got paid very well. I made more money in those 10 years than I probably made in the rest of in the other 30 years. Oh, I got paid very well, Player Slayer. But it just goes to show that money does not bring happiness. Because I was the most miserable I've ever been in my entire life. In fact, I've mostly blocked out most of those portions of my life. But no, I got paid very well. We're talking 6-digit well. But I was miserable. Yeah. So yeah, money, I am living proof that money does not bring happiness. Money in a lot of ways can just bring more problems and a lot more strain and strife to your life sometimes. Now, if you get paid really well to do something that you're loving, it's never a big deal. It doesn't matter how much you're getting paid. But when you're getting paid super well to do something you absolutely hate, it's never worth it. Never worth it. Your sanity and your happiness is way more. It is way more valuable, and it's like that old whatever that commercial was. The you know, such and so is this much money. Such and so is this much money. Your happiness, priceless. It's priceless, I tell you. So, yeah, money never buys it. Money never buys happiness. It can rent it for a little while. And yeah, I had some really good times during that. I went on a bunch of cruises. I went on a bunch of vacations, had fun that way, but I was very miserable for most of the time. I had little moments, little blips along the way where I was really happy and I was really having fun, but it wasn't while I was working. It was all those little pauses between it. So, I'm still in school, so I haven't had many jobs yet. Oh, just wait till you get out there. It's fun. Not. Wait till you get out there. It's fun. Jobs are fun. A job is what a job is, though. Some jobs you work just to make a living, just to, you know, make ends meet, to be able to afford your place to live, to get some food, to have a few, you know, to have a few extra little goodies along the way. Finding something you love, though, honestly, once you find something you love, hang on to it because it's more valuable than any amount of money. Even if you're barely scraping by, if you're happy, you probably have more soul-wise than most people who are making 4 times what you're making. Because you're happy. And you can never, ever, ever replace that happiness just with money. Like Tristan was saying, it can rent happiness, but it can never buy it. But yeah, I mean, the goal throughout life is to find something that you love that you can make money at. I mean, if you can find something you love that you can make money at, I say go for it, because that's gonna be you're gonna be so happy doing it that the money just is a great side benefit, because your soul and your well-being mentally and physically is just gonna prosper so much by doing something that you love.
Come on. That,
yeah, if it can pay you a lot of money, great. If it pays you a moderate amount of money, hey, that's totally cool too. I mean, I've never been happier. I started working where I started working where I am now in 2006, and I've never been happier. And I'm making about half of what I used to make. And I've never been happier though. I enjoy what I'm doing. I have fun doing it. You know, sure, do I want to go to work every day? No. Nobody wants to go to work every day, but I love it. I love it. I love what I do, and I'm very blessed that I have the job I have, and I wouldn't do anything else. As a manager in a restaurant, loved it, but the customers since COVID it made me hate my job. The entitlement is real, so I left. Now I'm a cell excavator attachments from my house. I do enjoy the job. Do I enjoy the job? Meh. But making my own hours and working from home has changed everything. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And it doesn't always have to be tied to what kind of job it is. Like you said, like you're saying, Jarl, you get to make your own hours. You get to set your own schedule. You get the freedom that a lot of people don't get. I mean, that's what I love about my job. My job, I pretty much have to show up, and I can pretty much choose when I want to show up. And I need to get certain things done, and when I'm done with those, I can go home. If I manage my time really well, I can make it a really short, easy day. If I dink around and don't manage my time very well, it's a long day, and it's a pain in the butt. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the happiness can just come from that. I think the thing that COVID has taught a lot of people, or has shown a lot of people, is that we can work from home. And a lot of people have found that to be very fulfilling. Very, very nice. My best friend, she got a job that she works from home now, and she's never been happier. Because she gets to be at home. She doesn't have to stress about driving to work every day. She doesn't have so many things to stress about. Jendo, I'm blessed to have you. I'm blessed to have all of you. And you know, honestly, you know, streaming for me, I enjoy so much that it's not really a job. I appreciate everybody who supports me, and it gives me some extra money. It's a great side hustle. And hopefully one day, I'm hoping that I can stream full time and have that be the only thing I do. But my life right now doesn't afford that, and that's okay. I can still get a lot of good streaming in, have a lot of fun. And you know, and that's the thing, is like I look towards the future and go, hey, this could be the thing I do for a long time, because there's no age limit on streaming. You don't have to be, you know, they'll never force you out if you get too old. Well, you know, Jarl, I think for a lot of companies, they've realized throughout this they've realized throughout the pandemic that the old model of you know, people coming in from X time to X time and working in a cubicle and sitting on a computer in a cubicle and working, that they don't need to do that anymore. Some may still want to, just for control, but a lot of them have realized, wow, we can save all this money. We can save all this money on rent, and we can save all this money on electric, you know, power and everything like that. We can just provide people with a home computer, and they can do the same job they're doing for us right here.
Come on.
Okay, I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. What is going on? Is the game crashing on me? The game just crashed on me. Oh, there it is. Whoa, that was weird. That was so strange. Something's going on. Yeah, the game's just like crashing right now. I don't know what's going on right now. Are you anywhere near close enough to being able to stream full time? Oh no, I'm years away still, Jendo. I'm years away. Yeah, something is going on with the game. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's some Windows update that's trying to run in the background or something. I don't want to shut it down because then I'll lose all my progress. I may have to, though. Well, that sucks. Steam warning. What? What is going on right now? What is happening right now? Government wiretapping, I bet. Wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like, it definitely, streaming is something I would love to do down the road full time. Right now, it's not really,
I need some water.
Oh wow, so we didn't even get any of those fires going, nothing. Did I close and restart OBS? The update came down while I was streaming. Yeah, see, I don't have my streaming computer completely separate from my gaming. My gaming computer is completely separate from my streaming computer, so I'm not sure what's going on. That's very weird. Very, very strange. I didn't lose too much. I just lost the fires. But you know, one day I hope to do. Can you beachcomb coal? Well, coal respawns. Coal actually respawns in caves. Like all the indoor caves, like the one between, say, Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway. If you pick up all the coal in there, it will respawn for you. Ath is getting $50 million a year from his current job, so that's how he takes a helicopter to work every. No, it's more than anything for me, boys and girls. If I was young, single, no kids in college especially, but if I was 30 years younger, and I had no kids, and I was just on my own, I could totally stream full time. You know, but I'm older. I don't, you know, I have a kid in college. My job pays me incredibly well for what I do. Oh, I lost all the meat harvest too. My job pays me incredibly well for what I do. And you know, it would be, I could probably stop streaming. I could probably stop working and stream full time. But I would have to give up a lot of life. There's a lot of things I enjoy in life that I would have to give up. And for me, it's just not worth it. With my kid in college and stuff, it's just different. When you're 51 and you have a lot of stuff behind you, that's a lot of baggage. That's a lot of things that you have going on that you've worked to get to that point in your life at. And so yeah, if I was 21 and I was doing what I'm doing on Twitch right now, I would easily just give up my job tomorrow and start streaming full time. But that's not where my life's at. So one day though, that's the goal. That's the goal to do it. I have 0 alimony payments, Mark Wars. My wife and I settled my ex-wife and I settled very amicably. So I have no alimony payments. But hey, you know, you boys and girls are all making a dream come closer to reality all the time. So for that, I thank you very, very much. You all have been super, super wonderful and supportive of my stream. And I can't express to you how much it means to me, you know, all the support I get from here on Twitch and from YouTube and everything else is just so amazingly awesome.
I can carry much more.
Okay, we're gonna run out and grab another bag real quick. No, we actually sold the house and split the little bit of profit we made off of it. It was a very amicable separation, to be honest. They should make Long Dark multiplayer. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. Don't get me started. Long Dark should never be multiplayer. Every other survival game out there is multiplayer. Long Dark should never be multiplayer. I know there's a mod for it, but it's an abomination in my eyes.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
But yeah, a lot of people want that though, Bella. They want to be able to play with their friends, which I guess, you know, if you want to, that's fine. But yeah, if my wife and I ever separated, I've already told her F alimony. Not only would I pay for child support, I also pay half the rent. She owns the house. She's on her own. I would not want my kids to ever have fear of losing a roof over their head, no matter the cost. That's how me and my ex were, Jarl. When we separated, I paid quite a bit of child support. I paid. I was helping her pay the mortgage at that point. So you know, it was a very amicable, you know, separation for what we had. You know, very amicable. But yeah, you know, Long Dark multiplayer just never really fired my imagination. Most games out there, Bella, already have multiplayer built in as sort of the default. They want you to play multiplayer. And honestly, Long Dark, part of the charm is that it's all on you. It's all on you. You don't have anybody else to depend on except yourself. And that's what I really like about the game. Is that your choices, especially with it being if you played multiplayer, how would you handle permadeath in that situation? Would there even be a permadeath, or would there just be respawn points like there are in the story mode? Since you like Doctor Who, I have played. I did know that it was doing a crossover event with EVE Online. I actually tried EVE Online for a little bit. I did not have a great experience in EVE Online. EVE Online is a very hard game to get into, unless you sort of know somebody. Unless you sort of are on the in with somebody who's in a good corporation. EVE Online, trying to play it in any sort of way other than as part of a large corporation or very aggressively and not caring if you lose your stuff is very, very hard. Very, very hard. The permadeath is what makes Long Dark. Yeah, it is. It is what makes the Long Dark. It is. That is totally what makes the Long Dark. Is that the permadeath sets it apart from every other game out there. Oh, I give you some tips on how to play Icarus, for sure. For sure. We always give tips on stuff. If you kill a big game far from your base, how would you get the meat? How would you get the meat back fast? If you kill a big game far from your base, the best way to get it back, Gertie, is to carcass harvest the bear or the moose or whatever, and then just cart back the bags of meat, like I did. Either cart back the bags of meat or harvest it up by a little fire, and then carry the raw meat back to your base. That's your best bet. That's your best bet. In my opinion, survival's hard enough on its own. Anytime survival games you add another mouth to feed the equation, can make the game quite unforgiving. They would also have to code in illness and spreading and stuff like that. Well, they'd have to, they're you know, and like I just passed time. Yes, we actually will be playing some Icarus later on, Cyborg. We'll be playing Icarus here in about just a little under 3 hours, about 2.5 hours from now. We'll be doing some Icarus. We're doing the Payday Extraction. Going to play some Back for Blood. All right, have a good one, Jendo. We'll see you later. There's just a lot of things, because like all this passing of time that I'm doing right now, would you allow that in a multiplayer? Would everybody have to agree to it, or how would you do something like that? There's a lot of question marks. A lot of question marks. Yeah, Icarus is ideal for 1 to 3 players. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing it solo. I'm having a lot of fun playing it solo. But how you doing, Cyborg? Good to see you. I don't know how to. I see Gertie. That's all I see is it Garrett Cole? It's Garrett Cole. I think it's Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole, how you doing too, my friend? Thank you for following their card off. I appreciate that very much. I'm horrible with screen names. I'll just warn you ahead of time. Cyborg, I was able to figure yours out because you know what? Hey, it's Cyborg. And I associate that with Cyborg from the comic books. Not the horrible Cyborg from the movies, but the actual Teen Titans Cyborg from the comic books, because he's awesome. Yeah, smaller groups are a little more manageable. The biggest problem with a large group in Icarus is everybody kind of splinters, and it's hard to keep everything going. It's hard to keep it all going, you know? I'm gonna cook up these small pieces just so I can get my cooking times back. There we go. But yes, I do own Icarus. I played it all through the, I played Icarus through the beta. And I've been playing it now in the full release. I like the game so much that I bought the whatever they call it, the supporters edition, which gives me access when they come out with it to the next two expansions. It also gave me some cool little starting gear as well, which was kind of neat to get. But yeah, I've been really, as Mark Wars has said, I'm a little addicted to it right now. I've become very, very Icarus hungry lately. I still love Long Dark more than any, but Icarus is definitely, for me, it's my game of the year for last year. It is my favorite game of last year. Like, new game that came out. That's a small piece. That one I can put down here. That's a larger piece. That's a larger piece. That's a larger piece. And that's a smaller piece. Awesome. So we got 4 large and 3 small still to go. Beautiful. So we got 2 for that fire there. This is the best way to cook up a large animal in a very short amount of time. Can't wait to see what modding does for Long Dark. I think once it hits, I think actually, Karnoff, a lot of people will come up with some really cool mods. I'm not a big modder, but I think they could come up with some really neat, like, quality of life mods that let you, like, repair certain things in buildings, that let you maybe craft some different clothing and stuff, maybe introduce some way to preserve meat. I think they could do a lot of cool stuff with the mods. I don't really get into mods a whole lot, but, yeah, you know, I know there's a lot of people who like to mod stuff, and there's already people who have made mods for Long Dark. The biggest problem with them is that, a lot of them break when they do an update. So you gotta basically look for updated mods. If they had a map editor to allow creation of of new maps, I'd be happy for life. Oh, that'd be cool. Like, you could create, actually like a, sort of like a map creator where you could actually create your own Long Dark map. That would be kind of interesting. I could see that. I could see that. That would be kind of cool. That could be actually kind of neat. All right, and see, in less than an afternoon, we got this whole moose cooked up. And now we're gonna go looking for a Polaroid. Boom. Cooked moose, baby. Let's grab some torches just to get our firewood back. The nice thing is, if you grab torches out, you can always break them down into sticks. Better than just letting a fire burn down to nothing. You can only take them out if the fire is above 10 minutes. But it allows you to go ahead and just break down, keep the best torch for starting fires with, which we got a 42 out of that, so we can break the other ones down. You know, Karnoff, I think that's the thing I'm looking most forward to, is that hopefully in the future, when, you know, Long Dark is done, you know, when they've finished all 5 chapters, they've moved on and started a new project, they'll still keep a small team working on Long Dark, you know, fixing bugs, improving graphics and stuff like that, updating the engine, but also putting out a few paid DLCs down the road for new zones, for different equipments and stuff like that. That would be really, really cool. I don't think Long Dark's going to conclude. I don't think we're going to see the end of Long Dark. I don't think Chapter 5 will probably be out this year. I think they'll probably do a early spring of some sort of event. I think this year they will have some sort of Halloween event again. Either be a revamped 4 Days of Night with new zone, or something like that. And they will probably have some sort of map or something that comes out some point this year. And then I think next year is when I think 2023 is when it's going to actually get concluded. That's just my guess. But I have no inside knowledge or anything. That's just my sort of my guess. So, yes, I'd love a space station you can walk around in. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. All right, moose is cooked. We got the hide curing back here now. Give us some stuff to do in space. That would be kind of neat. That would be kind of neat. Ooh, Raph just tweeted out something. Oh, he just tweeted out a picture. I was like, ooh, Raph tweeted something out. Quote of Atheenon's opinions on cats. I love cats. Cats are my fave. I love cats. I prefer cats over dogs. I like dogs too, don't get me wrong. I just prefer cats over dogs. Because dogs are a little too needy for me. Dogs are a little too needy. They're a little all over my junk all the time. It's like, okay, I know you're there. I don't need to pay attention to you every 5 seconds, okay? Just chill out. Chill out. You know, it's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. Yes, I like cats better than dogs. I mean, if I had to choose, I mean, I love dogs too. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs too, but dogs are just a little much for me. Dogs are a little too much energy for me. I like cats because cats will, you know, they'll cuddle with you and stuff, and but they want their own space, and I respect that. I respect that. But you know, hey, some people love dogs. I love dogs too. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs as long as they're somebody else's. I can pet them, play with them, and give them back to them. They're like a kid. You can play with them, go, oh, they're so cute, and they go, okay, now that it's time for them to poop, you can take it back. You can take it back. I don't want to pick up his stuff. I don't want to pick up his junk. So I can give them back to him, and they can do that. You have 3 dogs plus a foster. Dogs are the best. Hey, yeah, and a lot of people really love the taking care of dogs and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I've just never been one of those people. I love standoffish animals. I love standoffish animals. I love all animals, to be honest. I just love animals, to be completely honest. We had this squirrel at work that was hanging out near the office, and the squirrel would actually like climb up my pant leg and like get on my shirt and just like be like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" It was awesome. I love animals, so. But yeah, cats are kind of an introvert kind of thing for me. I mean, I just prefer cats that are a little less work. Yeah, I am a standoffish animal, so. I am a standoffish animal, so that plays a part in it as well. All right, let's just pass a little time. We're gonna get some sleep. You never own a cat. Exactly. Cats, you never own them. They're in a cat's mind. You are fortunate enough they let you live in their residence, and and all they want is just they want you to feed them. You know, they're like, feed me now. And give me some water, and make sure my litter box is clean, and we're good to go. And I won't come and claw your face at 2 in the morning. That's all they ask. That's all they ask. Store. There you go. That's all they ask. All right, let's drink up some water. Grab a liter here. Hey, Redneck, how you doing? How's it going, my friend? All right, we're at 37 kilos. That lets us carry, like, a couple pieces of meat with us. All right, we're going to go down into the valley and see if we can get a Polaroid, boys and girls. there, Bella. Yeah, you know, for me, just cats are sort of my jam. Doesn't mean dogs are bad. I just can't, you know, yeah, ask me a question, you're gonna get an honest answer. It may not be the one you like, but I won't lie to you. So, hey, Mr. Deer, how's it going, buddy? Dun 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 dun. Gonna go over here, get warmed up real quick, and then climb down into the valley. There's 2 spots in the valley that we can check for the Polaroid. We haven't checked for it down there yet, so I want to go down there and do it. Faith, hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, I need a good posture check every once in a while. I get kind of slouchy. So I need a good posture check. Oh, no! Garrett! Will needs a baby wolf, someone he can talk to. Someone he can, like, pet and go, hi, baby. Hi, baby wolf. Now, sometimes, when the game's not being all glitchy and buggy like it is right now, there'll be a wolf or a deer or sometimes, very rarely, a moose over here. But the game's being very glitchy. I love ass streams. He's the reason I don't set foot in a casino. Yeah, casinos are evil. Casinos are evil.
Goddamn freezing.
You died to a glitchy wolf in the cave. Oh no! Blackman PL, that sucks. Let's give you a little shout out. So more people can come over and watch you die to glitchy wolves in caves. No, we don't want you to die to glitchy wolves in caves. That's bad news. There we go. Alright, now we're ready to climb. If he gets enough, I could have a dog sled team. That'd be awesome. That's one thing I really like. There was a game called Kona that I don't know if any of you have played, but we played that on stream, and I really liked it had a snowmobile in it. I really liked the snowmobile. That was fun. Got to jam around in a snowmobile. Kona J? No, not a Kona J. Just a Kona. I liked Kona, though. It was a fun game. The ending was very rushed. It's weird. Both that and, both that game as well as, Indigo Prophecy were, like, really good up to the 3rd act. And then they just kind of fell apart. I'm going to leave a couple pieces of coal here. And a few sticks. Because I may need to come... When I come back up here, I'll have to stop and make a fire. Hey, Dogan! How you doing? But yeah, both Indigo Prophecy and Kona had very rushed-feeling endings. Indigo Prophecy turned into a button-mashing fight movie at the fight game at the end, and Kona's ending just was kind of, huh? Kind of like, what? What did I just experience? I have no idea what just happened. Oh, look at all these sticks, baby. Thank you for following their Elder Donkey.
Just gonna lay down.
Now, usually this body's up here. Oh, it's got a little candy bar by it. Yay, candy bar. Man, I started my first interloper proper. Your first proper interloper. Ooh. Well, I hope you're doing well in it. I hope it's going good. If you have any questions, it's not as easy as it looks. Let's just put it that way. It's not super easy. I think it's not even that. It's not the hardness of it, Dogan. It's just that Interloper gives you so much less to start with than every other survival mode that it can be rather jarring to players. It can be very jarring to players who are used to starting with a bedroll and some matches and stuff. and the lack of loot, the you know, and that sort of stuff. I have not played Tell Me Why. No, I've not played that one. I've heard of it, but I've not played that one. No. I like Life is Strange though. That was fun. Life is Strange was very unique, and none of the other Life is Strange games that have ever come out ever match up to it. They're all kind of eh. Oh, forgot I had food here. Haha! I have a lot of food here. We are right now in Hush River Valley, Wandering Duck. Wandering Duck. We are in Hush River Valley at the moment. We're just gonna sleep here for an hour. Get some warmth back. Interloper is super fun. It's just it is kind of a grind though. It is kind of a grind. Green Hell, I found Green Hell to be kind of boring after a while. It didn't hold a lot of interest, over a long-term interest for me. See, but that's the thing though, you know, Black Man, I would disagree with you there. Because on this run specifically, we did Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon with no bedroll at all. We spent the first 20 days. I was like, you know, I'm not going to go for the bedroll this time. We're just going to go for it. We spent the first 20 days living in snow shelters and houses and just kind of chilling out. We went to the summit with no bedroll. We didn't get a bedroll till like day 22. And I didn't make a forge run till even later than that. And so, yes, when you're first starting Interloper, it is very formulaic. But once you kind of get past the I gotta get this, and you get a little more used to the zones, you can play Interloper in some pretty wild ways. I mean, yes, there is a formula to play it. Get matches, get cattails, get your tools, do a forge run, get your bedroll, get your stuff going on, and then start getting your skills up. And you do have to get those basics down, but honestly, I've gotten to a point now where I can play it a lot of different ways now. A lot of different ways. So, you know, I would agree with you that in some ways there is a formula to playing Long Dark Interloper. But you can modify it a little bit here and there. A little bit. How long do you think you could go without a bow? If I had a flare gun, I could go quite a while without a bow. If I can get my flare, if I'm allowed a flare gun, I can go quite a while without a bow. The bow is just nice to have, though. I mean, oh, I bet we'll have the Polaroid here. Look, Mark Wars! I think the Polaroid is here. What do you want to bet this body has a Polaroid on it? There's no Polaroid. Damn it! Damn it, Jim! Damn it, Mike! But, yeah, I mean, Interloper definitely has a strategy, especially when you're just starting. But, a lot of that, you just have to get the map knowledge, I think, is going to be your biggest, is going to give you the biggest success on Interloper. If you have a good working knowledge of most of the maps, not all of them even, but most of the maps, that will give you a good basis on which you can start playing Interloper. Yes, Hush River Valley, Dogan, is one of the best. Blackman PL would say this, but Hush River Valley is one of the best starts in the game. The smoke signal does not give you a fire. There is no flame on that smoke signal. It is just a smoke signal. There's no actual flame on it. You can't get warm by it. It has no warmth. It has no flame. It just shows you where the loot's gonna be. And that's it. You gotta make some biscuits and gravy. Ooh, Faith, send some my way, please. First time you found it, you hoped you could light a torch off it. Yeah, you know, Blackman PL, I will I will admit, I tried it too. I was like, hey, we might as well science it, see what happens. It was quite the disappointment. Quite the disappointment. Oh, so rusty. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. I had to decipher your name there. But I think I got it. Oh, so rusty. I think I got it. So, Mark Wars, you said there was a possible Polaroid down here by the landslide. I'm here by the landslide. Where would the Polaroid be? I don't see anything that says Polaroid to me. And there's a storm coming up now. Great. I don't see anything down here, Mark Wars. You gave me all the deets the other day, but my mind is like a little my mind is like a little goldfish mind. Aha! 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 No! No! No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a Polaroid, damn it! Give me a Polaroid, damn you, game. It's coming along good, Fire Monkey. We got it all planned. We got it all planned out. Chips and Blizzard is good, I know. Quote of where is the Polaroid? Ass spends way too much time with his meat. Well, I think we eliminated the Polaroid spots for this zone. The quote representing Ath's brain. The Earth isn't flat, it's 8,200 meters deep. July 22nd, gosh, July 22nd, 2019. That was crazy. That day was crazy. So where that quote comes from, boys and girls, that 8,200 meters deep, is the, when we were playing Subnautica, we got out of the submarine in our prawn suit. We were too close to the ground, so it pushed our prawn suit through the bottom of the game. And we're playing on permadeath, I believe. And so we were like, well, we're dead. It's gonna crush our suit at this point. We got down to like 4,000 meters. Our suit's getting crushed. I was like, well, I'm gonna hop out and see if I can repair it. So we hopped out. We stood underneath the suit so it was sitting on our head, and we repaired it. We kept going down and down and down and down, and we got to 8,200 meters, and it like asteroid screened us to the top of the game. It popped us right back to the top of the ocean at 8,200 meters. So that is like the floor of that game. Is at 8,200 meters, and then it just pushes you right back up to the top. Just Mario screens you up to the top. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. We learned from that never to park our sub too close to the bottom of the game. Elder Donkey, is there thin ice? In Hush River Valley, there is not. Any moose sightings? Oh, we killed the moose already. Moose is dead. The moose is dead. We got the moose, my friends. We took the moose down to Chinatown. Subnautica Glitchotica? You're gonna copyright Glitchotica? You giving up on typing? I'm copyrighted that. You're gonna copyright it. But yes, Elder Donkey, Forlorn Muskeg, Bleak Inlet, the transition zones between Pleasant Valley and Blackrock Prison, the coastlines, of course, those all have weak ice on them. I'm trying to think, is there another zone that has weak ice? Help me out, Chad, if there is. I think that's it. Do the moose and wolves interact? They actually don't. They actually don't. The quote of Mark Wars is poor typing skills that decayed because I slept with it. I warned you about the bow. It sucketh now so badly. It did sucketh so badly, but it wasn't that bad. All right, let's get it. We did find a Polaroid down here. We did not find a Polaroid, boys and girls. No Polaroid was available for us. See, we got this juicy 25-degree warmth bonus. Mwah, mwah. It's beautiful. That was a lot of updates ago. Yes, that was a lot of updates ago. Wow, that storm is just raging out there. It's a rager, boys and girls. Oh, now it passed. I think we have some more cattails out here, too. I know we're tired, but I'm going to go look and see if we got these cattails over here. I don't think we picked them up. No, we did not. Look at that. There's more cattails down here for us. Yes, and Will Eggy Jr. is very warm. Very, very warm. The poor cats. Yeah, poor cats. Atheenon says he likes cats, but then he's picking their tails. If you were a cat, would you like to have your tail picked, Atheenon? Not at all. Yeah, this zone alone has several hundred cattails in it. No joke. There are so many cattails scattered throughout this entire zone. It is absolutely crazy. Hey, too good for you. How you doing? Hello, hello. And we got plenty of meat down here. You like to sprint through regions on Interloper at the beginning? I like to sprint through regions. I like to hit what I call the high possibility targets, I guess. So if you're going into Pleasant Valley, I like to hit. I like to hit the farmhouse, the barn, and the radio lookout tower. Honestly, to me, Thompson's Crossing is not that great of a place. It has no really great loot that you're gonna find in Thompson's Crossing. You'll find a little bit of food. You'll find maybe a tool or something. Not even a tool though. No, you don't even find tools there. But I like Pleasant Valley. I hit the farmhouse, the barn, the radio lookout tower, the airplane crash, and so I hit those 4 spots there. If I'm in Forlorn Muskeg, I like to hit the poacher's camp and the forge in Forlorn Muskeg. If I'm going into Coastal Highway, I like to hit the fishing village, the 2 houses, Jackrabbit Island and Misanthrope, and also hit the garage. If I'm entering, say, Timberwolf Mountain, of course you're going there to summit. But yeah, I like to hit those high value targets. I'll spend time exploring other parts of zones later on, but generally, I like to hit the high value targets early. I like to keep in mind where I can find bedrolls. Like in Pleasant Valley, there's 2 bedroll spawns. You can get one possibly in the Mystic River picnic area cave. You can also get one in a cave that's right up by Thompson's Crossing. So if you're in Pleasant Valley and don't have one yet, go see there if you can get it. Mystery Lake is the best zone as far as early game, because you got a guaranteed bedroll there. You got a guaranteed bedroll either at the camp office, at Allen's Cave in the hunting blind, or in the Winding River. So you got a guaranteed bedroll there. Stan, good evening to the UK, my friend. If you go to Broken Railroad, you turn around and head back. Pretty much, yeah. Broken Railroad is a nice late game venture. You can get a couple stims in Broken Railroad. Broken Railroad, the main attraction of that zone is the hunting lodge and the maintenance yard. You can get 2 to 3 stims in that zone alone. It's the most stims you can find in one zone. Generally, most zones only have 1 stim. And Mystery Lake doesn't even have a stim that's in the ravine, which I sort of count that as the Mystery Lake stim. But yeah, Broken Railroad is definitely more of a late game type venture for me, just because I don't really like Broken Railroad a lot. There is a forge in Broken Railroad. The main reason I don't like it, and I like the Forlorn Muskeg forge over all of them, is that it's outdoors. And that way, when you're forging, you can basically forge as long as you want, and you don't have to worry about getting any cabin fever risk at all. Now on this run, I actually took bow making materials, some birch and maple, to the forge with me in Forlorn Muskeg. I forged what I wanted, made another fire, made my bow, made my arrows, and left. So if you already have birch and maple already cured, and some guts already cured, you can actually go do your forge run in Forlorn Muskeg and craft your bow and arrows there, accumulate no cabin fever risk, and come out with bows and arrows. It's a really, that for me, that's like the greatest thing about that forge. I'm not saying that the other two forges in the game aren't bad, but you know, I'm not saying that they're bad. They're just not my first choice. Upper part of CH, I feel like there's nothing. 2 possible houses, that's it. Yeah, you got the 2 little houses there between the garage and the lookout tower, and that's about it. Now the lookout tower in Coastal Highway has one unique feature. It always has matches. There's always matches there in the Coastal Highway lookout tower, sitting right on the bench. So if you're ever needing matches and you're in the coastal area, go to the lookout tower. You got a guaranteed box up there. So that's a really nice little grab that you can make. Remember when we spoke about animal spawns, live and dead? Cattails seem to be respawning in places. It could be. It could be that's happening. I've seen weirder things right now. Too good for you. I'm very interested to see the patch that comes out soon. I'm very interested to see what they patch, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of things that are going to get patched up here with the with them coming back from vacation break, because there's a bunch of little glitches right now in the game that need to be addressed. The main one is that the animals disappearing is just that's untenable. That has to be, yeah, the hot fix, baby. Oh my god, let's go back into the warm part of the cave. Oh my god, look who's here. Look who's here. How you doing, Hadrian? How you doing, Hadrian? How's it going, my friend? If you guys haven't done it already, please go over and give Hadrian a sub on YouTube. Check out his beautiful content. One of the game's newer supporting content creators called out the unfixed issues on Twitter to Hinterland directly. Yeah, you can do that. Raph is very aware of things. I think he's more aware than a lot of people give him credit for. I've noticed people call out Hinterland on things on Twitter before to not great response from them. I think, biting the hand that feeds you is not the best idea in the world sometimes. But that's just me. I'm a pretty non-confrontational guy with that. I'm like, hey, I'm sure they'll get around to it. They have to be aware. I know they probably have people that read the Reddit forums and look at Twitter stuff. But, but hey, it's one of those things where Hinterland is a company, yes, but it is a company that has a very strong, I'd say strong leadership as far as Raph goes, because he basically steers the ship. I mean, there's nobody else steering the ship other than him. He's got his direction, he's got his vision, and he's a very strong, and I think he's a pretty strong leader of the company. And calling him out or calling him to the carpet would never be something I'd want to do. Because this is his baby. And when you're calling somebody's baby ugly, it tends to not go over real well. And yes, there is a place and a time to give creative give criticism and creative constructive criticism, as far as, hey, we'd really like to see this. I think it's all in the way you do it. It's all in the way you do it. I didn't see the tweet, so I don't know. But, they're just coming back from break. They're probably, my guess is they're probably working on hot fixes as we speak. They're probably working on hot fixes. He's probably got 2 or 3 guys figuring out how to hot fix the stuff and get it done. And you know, it'll get done when it gets done. I mean, they took a Christmas break off. I mean, they're human. They want to have some time off, too. I don't begrudge them that. So, I'm sure they'll get to it. But yeah, how's it going, Hadrian? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Which is why the new guy made me giggle. Clearly not aware of the schedule. Well, yeah. I mean, but that, you know, that's the thing. To all employees, the holiday break is extended until July. I think that would anger a lot of people if they extended it to July. I think there'd be some upset people about that. But you know, I don't get it. I don't get involved in that sort of stuff. But how you doing, Hadrian? How's life treating you, buddy? I hope things are going well on the school front. And that, you know, your students aren't driving you too crazy. I hope that you're molding those brains full of mush and bringing them up right. Bringing them up right. Teaching them some real life stuff. Oh, come on, Will. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Start a new semester on Monday with an overlong lecture. We'll see how it goes. Hey, you know, I envy you in ways, Hadrian, because I could never. I envy you, and I'm very appreciative of what you do, because I would never have the patience to deal with those people. I would never have the patience to deal with those people. That would just drive me nuts. You know, it just, oh man. You are a gentleman and truly a scholar. Because I would just be like, no, just get out. Just get out and leave me alone. Oh, you want a long dart class? I can give you one of those. I can give you a long dart class all day long. But yeah, no, I don't want to, yeah, no. Please, no. God, no. That would drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. You are a better man than I, Adrian, that's for sure. Better man than I, my friend. So, Hadrian, I was gonna ask you. So I tentatively have planned. If I can talk, I tentatively have planned to play some Windbound this Saturday. I didn't know if you wanted to throw your hat in though, and be like, hey, you want to throw down for like 3 hours, 4 hours on some State of Decay. But Windbound is a Raft-like story game. It sort of reminds me a little bit graphics-wise of Raft. It's been on my radar for a little bit. But I figured since you're here, I'd throw it out there. I was actually gonna message you, but you're here, so you saved me the hassle. Thank you. You are in my head. You're in my head. That's what it is. But I just thought I'd save you some hassle, and I just asked you outright if you were interested at all in doing something this weekend on Saturday, like 1 o'clock-ish my time. If you're not, it's no big deal. I got plans. I got sort of a, you know, a schedule already set, but for you, I drop everything. You know that. You know that. Yes, you did hear Agendo. You heard Agendo, my friendo. Sword and Leaf, how you doing? Let's kill some... Oh, Mandate hype! Oh, so, okay, well, I'm down to pound some zombies into the ground. See what I did there? Oh, thank you, dear. Yeah, run back towards my cave, buddy. Run towards my cave. Sword and Leaf gifting out a tier 1 sub. Oh, thank you so much for giving out a tier 1 sub there. I don't know why it hasn't shown up on OBS yet. That's weird.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Stupid deer. Go down when I tell you. Harry, how you doing, buddy? You go down when I tell you, Mr. Deer. You do not get to survive that. Oh, now it got cold. Now it got cold. Oh, of course. Of course it's a blizzard. Of course it's a blizzard. All right, well, special guest star this weekend is going to join me, boys and girls. It's going to join me. Thank you for gifting out a tier 1 sub there, Sword and Leaf. I appreciate that so much. Double points. No, not just points. Double points. Thank you so much for that. Did I hear right? State of Decay date on Saturday. I got to get on there and change the schedule now. We got State of Decay this Saturday from 1 to 5, boys and girls. And we may just go later. We may just go till Hadrian cries uncle. So State of Decay, my friends, is going to be coming up this Saturday. This Saturday! Woo! Did I see you in Ellie's chat the other night? I did such a double take, but I wasn't sure if exactly the same user's name. Oh, see, you see each other in chats and stuff. Here I am watching a stream with back pain. Oh no! Oh no! You should play on the beta. Aren't we playing on the beta? Are we playing on the beta, Hadrian? We started a new I want to say colony, but that's the wrong word. We started a new group of characters last time we played. I usually can't catch you live because you stream when I go to bed. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. We are not. We can, but my support community does not have access to it. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll play on the community that we have. We'll play on the community that we have. I like the community that we've started. I like it. And we're playing Drucker County, aren't we? Is it Drucker County that we're playing? Well, Branjam, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for the 100 bits. What is going on with the bot right now? Did my bot disconnect? Hold on just a second. I'm going to reload overlays real quick. Did my bot disconnect, boys and girls? There it is. What the heck? Sword and Leaf, thank you for the gifted sub.
Sword _and _leaf gifted a tier 1 sub.
What is happening right now?
SVK.
The bot is like way behind. And thank you also, that resub will come up, Venus Vicious. Thank you for the 15-month resub there as well. Thank you for the 100 bits, Branjam. And Snacky Cakes coming in with the bits as well. We got a hype train going. Got a hype train going. Oh, there it is. See, now it's catching up. What is going on with the bot, boys and girls? And Tyrone, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Thank you so much, and give out that there. Give out some more hides as well.
The News Vicious just resubscribed for 15 months.
And thank you, Mark Wars, for gifting out a tier 1 sub to Sunshine in my pocket. Sunshine Pocket, thank you for being here. And thank you, Mark Wars, for gifting out a tier 1 sub. We are at 81% of level 1 hype train. I just gave out points. I was catching up. I was catching up there, my friend. I was catching up, buddy. But I'm sorry you're feeling so poorly, Branjam. I hope you feel better soon. This Sunday you could feel better. We're gonna do some stream loots on Sunday. So Sunday morning, be here Sunday morning, Branjam. We're gonna be doing a little streamy loots. So be here on Sunday morning. We'll get it fired up, ready to go. Quote of the unwise owl. Yes, Ath knows the stream is glitchy. He has tried to fix it. It's this or nothing. Yes, we reset all points. All points were reset on Saturday. So, we redid everything. Oh, Sword and Leaf with a tier 1 sub, and there's Branjam's bits. Sword and Leaf with a tier 1 Sub! Thank you so much. Giving that out to Dare In. Snacky Cakes with the 10 bits. Thank you so much for that. I don't know why the bot is so far behind. But we hit level 1. Got back pain yesterday evening. Had driving lesson today with reverse parking. Oh, ow. Yeah, I know all about back pain. I've been having back pain. I hurt my back on the 3rd of the month. And it's better now. But it's been off and on most of the month so far.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Been off and on. Darren, welcome to the Ath Pack, my friend. Welcome in. All right, let's harvest this meat up real quick. We're just gonna do it with our hands because I don't want to have to sharpen my tool. We don't have to sharpen our hands. Our hands are immune from damage.
It's starting to weigh me down.
But welcome, Darren, or Indare. I called you Darren. Well, oh no, it is Darren. It is Darren. I was like, wait a second. Branch him, put it backwards. I owe something Ath for hundreds of hours of entertainment. Aw, man, I appreciate it. And there's Mark Wars' gifted sub. Yeah, the bot is way behind right now for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's my fault. Points were reset. I trollingly added 50 million bear heads and was reprimanded. He gave me power. What did you think was going to happen? Hey, wait, it's actually my fault. It is actually my fault. It is my fault, BK. I gave you power, and then I was mad about it. Ajira, thank you for the 45 bitty boos. Appreciate that very much. Bad puns are your speciality. Well, hey, you know, that's okay. What would the world be like without bad puns? Let's just be honest about it. The world would be a very, very sad, lonely place. If we didn't have bad puns, we wouldn't have dad jokes or anything like that to go with them. And with bad puns come dad jokes and all that good stuff. Brandon with another 45 bits. Thanks for cheering, 45. I hate that the bot is so far behind.
I'd lay down right
I don't know what to do.
Never wake up again.
I don't know what to do about it. The bot is like so far behind right now. The bot's like, no. No, you can enjoy your hype train, but I'm not going to do it. I could give you points. There's bot being behind points. That's the bot being behind points. Good point, Mark Wars. I like the way you think there. Oh, Darren! There it is. There it is. There is the gifted sub going out to Darren for a second month. Darren's in the Ath Pack officially.
_and_ leaf gifted a tier 1 sub to Dare_in.
There it comes. I try to keep my cave semi-clean. Just semi-clean. Wow, we have so much stuff here. You know what we should do? We should just make a fire or two. Having Mark Words in chat increases point accumulation by 1972%. 1972%. Hey, I bet it does. I bet it does. Now you have to log back in as Hadrian. No, don't do that. Well, boys and girls, so that is exciting news. This Saturday, boys and girls, you will be able to join Hadrian and I as we play some State of Decay 2.
Damn it.
I'm very excited about that. I will have to put off Windbound for another weekend because Hadrian's going to join me in the afternoon for State of Decay 2. And we're going to do that. Descending to 100 feet above the Pacific off the California coast right now. Protect me, autopilot. Protect him. Protect him. Protect him. Will you be able? You'll be able to join me on stream. Hadrian's going to be playing with me. So, no, no. It's too much. It's too much just with Hadrian almost. No, I will just have Hadrian joining me, Branjam.
Come on.
Hurricane Hadrian blew Windbound off course. Yes, he did. Hadrian's 3 people in 1. Hadrian's 3 people in 1. He is 3 people in 1, to be honest. He is. Well, thank you all for the hype train success we had. We hit level 1. We were on our way to level 2, but we did get a level 1 hype train out of the deal, and I appreciate that very, very much. 4 subs and 200 bitty boos. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train there. He's the triple non-threat. I drive better than both of you. You probably do. I don't know about me. I drive pretty good. I would never, well, you know, I would never run over Hadrian with a car multiple times.
X45. Thanks for cheering 45.
Hey, look, there's the 45 bits you cheered there during the hype train. Wow. You see another F-35. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, I take it that's a bad thing. You're turning to intercept. What? What? Yeah, the bloaters and Hadrian just get in my way. Well, the bloaters do. The bloaters do. It's not possible to fight, it's just a sim. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Nocturnal Druid. Yeah, there we go. Hadrian, yeah, see there. There's the video. I have video evidence of Hadrian trying to run me down multiple times. Multiple times, I tell you.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It wasn't just in my imagination. He was trying to kill me multiple times. Thank you. I needed the confirmation there. How you doing, Nocturnal Druid? Hope you're having a good one, man.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Yeah, the bloaters are kind of a problem, to be honest. Actually, I'm gonna cook that meat. I'm gonna make just a little more water while I'm here. Well, thank you, Branjum, for the 45 bits. Make a little more water. Why not? I'm sure Ath deserved to be... Hey! Hey, BK! Hey, Mark Wars! Jeez! I deserve to be run over. That's not very nice. So yes, that's exciting news, boys and girls. I will, after I get done streaming, I will go and update the schedule. So that it shows that I'll be playing State of Decay 2 with Hadrian on Saturday afternoon. So, I hope you guys can join us. It should be a lot of fun. If you've missed Hadrian, he'll be here. And there is Hadrian's YouTube channel. So, there you go. There's Hadrian's YouTube channel. Please go give him a sub on YouTube. His content is not, like, current content, but he's got a lot of good stuff up there. Got a lot of good stuff up there. A lot of good Long Dark, Stellaris, Civilization... all sorts of good things. And he told me he's going to put new stuff out next month. Lies. No, that's lies. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's fake news. Fake news. Hadrian's like, damn you, Atheenon. Now I'm not going to play with you. No, but you'll at least, you can come by, join us on Saturday. Hadrian will be here, rocking some zombie love with me. Branjum, there's your 45 bits.
X45, Branjum cheered X45, Branjum cheered X45.
He's a very busy man.
Cheered X45, Branjum cheered X45.
Maybe some new people will watch it against all odds. Hadrian's Against All Odds series, boys and girls, I will tell you right now. Go over to his channel on YouTube, subscribe, watch his Against All Odds series. It's really good. Really, really good. You know, back in the day when I was young, Garrett, when I was young, you know, 48 or so, I did a couple 24-hour streams. I don't do them anymore. I don't do them anymore. I'm too, my body, if I do a 24-hour stream, then pretty much I can guarantee I will not be doing another stream for the next 48 hours because it pretty much just wrecks my body. I would rather do 2 12-hour streams in 2-day period, and have that be my stuff. But yeah, I just don't do them anymore. I just don't do them anymore.
Might have to drop some.
Yeah, and see, I almost killed Mark Wars. I almost killed Mark Wars the last time I did a 24-hour stream. I almost killed Mark Wars. I know I'm not that old, but I just know my limits, and I know when to push it and when not to push it. And for me, a 24-hour stream is pushing it a little too much. All right, so boys and girls, we've done everything we came here to do except find the Polaroid. The Polaroid was not down in the canyon, so that makes me sad. Yeah, you just got to know your own limitations. Yep, a man's got to know his limitations, like Clint Eastwood said. And I know my limitations. So yeah, I just choose not to because it's too much for my poor little body. All right, so we're still pretty light, still pretty good. All right, we're going to head out of here. We're gonna go down to our get out cave. You know, honestly, Owl Nuggets, for me, it's very unhealthy. My body breaks down after about the first 18 hours. I could do 12-hour streams 7 days a week, if I wanted to, and that would not even that wouldn't phase me at all. But that means I get my sleep, I get my rest, I get my food. The 24-hour thing's just, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. So, oh, thanks, BK. No, that clip is taken out of context. Out of context. But, yeah, so I haven't done one in a few years. I tried a couple of them, though. You know, I gave them a shot. And I just decided for myself it wasn't for me. And for people who want to do a 24-hour stream, I have nothing against that. I mean, if they want to do it, great. They can put themselves through that and do it. It does build some hype and stuff. But, yeah, I just know my own limitations. I'd rather stream from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, and then get up the next day and stream from 9 in the morning till 9 at night again. For me, that's fun. And I can keep my energy for that 12 hours. I can still be good to go. Sometimes I'll even stretch it a little bit and go 14 hours on a weekend if I'm just feeling it. But yeah, it's nice to get your rest. Nice to get your rest every once in a while. So Will would complain if I did a 24. Yeah, Will would complain. Yeah, so typical Ath weekend, exactly. A typical Ath weekend. Also, he needs a lot of rest before and after stream. Well, that's true too. That's true too. I need the rest and recoup time.
Cold.
Well, the good news is we're right near a cave here. When doesn't Eggy complain? He always complains. That's his charm. Is he's a constant complainer.
Something's got to go.
And by no means, boys and girls, am I saying I would never again entertain the idea of doing a 24-hour stream. I'm just saying I'm not real amenable to it. If there was a special reason to do a 24-hour stream or something, I may consider it, but just as a general rule of thumb, I probably wouldn't. He was so busy complaining he didn't know he was suffocating. Yeah. I know. After a while, you just kind of get used to his complaining, though. You just kind of get used to it. Gives you a little bit. You get a little talk back to him. You get talk back to him a little bit. You get to be like, no, suck it up, sucker. Now, if you really want to, you can break these limbs down in here and get some great wood. And you don't get cold in here, so breaking those limbs down can give you some wonderful firewood if you need it. I'm reluctant to take more painkillers, but I also wanna took 2,000 milligrams today already. Wow. The limbs in the caves do not respawn, no. Now these sticks and these branches would respawn, yes. But the limbs in the caves do not respawn. Do any of you find yourself saying Will's and Astrid's lines occasionally? I do sometimes. The grunts. Ugh. 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 Can I eat trees? I think I'm gonna eat a tree. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse, but I like horses. Is it food or... Sounds like someone has a crush. A crush on who? Who has a crush? Stop it. Stop it. That breathing kills me. See all the grunts in action only on OnlyFans. Exclusively on the OnlyFans channel.
All this gear is slowing me down.
See the grunts in action. Hey, how's it going, Millers? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Miller? Hope you're having a great day.
Can't feel my feet.
What's this about ass OnlyFans? Yeah. No, there is no OnlyFans. There is no OnlyFans. Yes, that is a legendary clip, Hadrian. That is a legendary clip. Oh yes, and this weekend, Millers, Hadrian is joining me on Saturday for some State of Decay 2. This Saturday, returning to the channel. Actually, I think I'm gonna go change that right now so it's all updated properly. This Saturday, boys and girls, Hadrian will be joining me. Let's edit the schedule. We're gonna go down here. I was gonna play Windbound, but instead... we're gonna do State of Decay 2 during that time slot. And we may even go over. Oh jeez Louise.
Hype lol.
Brandon with the 100 bits. All right, I updated the schedule, so we're all good. The schedule is updated. Hadrian is in there. All right. We'll do Windbound another week. We'll do Windbound another time. Oh, Moose Stomp. Moose Stomp.
That's a moose, guys.
The alerts are all coming in late, Brandon. I don't know why all the sounds and everything are coming in late. I have no idea. It's so weird. So weird right now. I don't want to walk in the water. Alright, we'll take off our clothes again.
This gear is starting to slow me down.
I know it is, buddy. I know it is.
Too cold to think.
Well, let me get out of the water. Jeez Louise, game. Woo-hoo! Little dance. Half is doing an OnlyFans run. Woo! Flabby hands time. Case in point, taking off is the OnlyFans challenge, no clothing. I see. I see. Naked man challenge for nothing. We're just gonna go over to our little cave here. Reminds me of my ravey days. I never went to raves. Raves were, I was way old when raves became a thing. I was married, had kids. There was no raving going on in my life. No, we got gloves. It just, they never show. There's no graphic in the game to show your gloves. I went to a lot of concerts back in the day. Metallica, Journey, Huey Lewis and the News, Pantera. A lot of concerts back in the day. I was not a scene girl, no. I was not a scene girl.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my.
I need to drop something. Oh my.
The attitude, my friend. Drop it. Drop it now, buddy.
Oh my, my, my.
Oh my, my, my. Oh my, my, my. I'm older than you and rave with the youngsters. No, I didn't. I never like. I was never. I will tell you right now. I have never been young. Even when I was young, I was old. I never hung out with my peer groups. I never liked young people for some reason. I don't know. I mean, I get along with them okay, but I never hung out with them and had fun. But I hate crowds. First of all, I don't like crowds. Crowds skeeve me out. Usually if I went to a concert, I had to be in a luxury box. I didn't like being on the floor with all the other people. I just don't like crowds. It's too much noise in my head all at the same time. Too much noise in my head. It's too much going on. Too much going on. I'm gonna rip those apart. So yeah, I would never have gotten into it even then. We could never hang out. Well, you know. Some people like crowds and like lots of people around them. I'm just not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. So I probably wouldn't have gone even if I wanted to, but you know, I got married at 23. That would have been what, 93? Before then I worked in the comic book shop. Oh, I went into the mosh pit every once in a while. Now, mosh pits are a completely different thing. But, I got married at 23. I worked at the comic book shop before that. Hung out with a couple of my friends playing D&D. Yeah, I know, big nerd, huh? What a party I was. What a party I was, man. So, yeah. Just not my life, so... All this COVID stuff's not affected me at all, separating from others, but has been driving my... Yeah, see, for me, Disney, same thing. All this COVID stuff has barely affected me at all as far as how I live my life. Because, what happens when I have too many to fit in orderly rows, then I start stacking. Then I start stacking them like that. I have too much already. But my friend back here, he likes me. This guy likes me. Good God, it's too blustery to get out of here. Oh, look, the coal started to respawn. Oh, nice. The coal started to respawn. It's been so long. Yeah, I just was a huge introvert growing up, and I never liked big crowds of people. I enjoyed concerts every once in a while, but even then, it had to be something very specific for me to enjoy. I missed out on some good things. But I'm not sad about it. I know I missed out on a few things. But yeah, the rave scene was never my thing. Never mind. It wasn't my bag. My best friend, she loves raves. She used to go to raves all the time back in the 90s. All the time she'd go to raves. Wow, this storm does not want to go. Oh, there we go. The storm decided to go. Well, thank you, Mr. Storm, for leaving right before I have to go to bed. Right before I have to go to sleep, the storm goes, okay, I'm done now. I was an extrovert. My wife converted me. Oh, converted you to an introvert? Good on her.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Oh, there's a rabbity. Oh, shoot. I shot too low. A satisfying twang. Hey, there's another deer hide for us. Where do you think you're going, buddy? There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. Oh, except you can run up a hill that I can't get up. I see.
No power in the verse.
Where do you think you're going there, buddy? What are you running from? Don't run from your feelings, man. He died out in the lake. We'll go get our arrow. Hey, thank you so much, Cassie Leva? I'm horrible with screen names, but I hope I didn't offend you there. But Cass, I'm just gonna say Cass, because that's easy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that very, very much. Well, that deer went way further away from my home than I wanted him to.
Can't feel my hands.
And look, there's already feathers around him, too. That was not very nice, Mr. Deer. Gosh dang it. Dag nabbit. Gotta remember, I still have a rabbit. Still have a rabbit. We reset all points on Saturday of last week. It was the beginning of the year reset. We did a reset. So the bear hide market is actually stable again.
Never felt so
Really,
cold in
Mr.
my
Wolf?
life.
Can rabbits be stunned with a torch? No, only with rocks. You can't stun them with torches. And we gotta be kind of careful in here with that rabbit on us. That wolf will be back. There he is. Gonna get down here to the ice. We want to get to a nice open place where he can't bounce off stuff. Actually, let's bring him back to the cave. Let's see if we can get some doggy dash going on.
I'm getting weaker.
Come here, doggy. Oh, he's gonna bounce all over in here. We got fire pits down. Hey, we got the doggy dash. Hey, doggy, how you doing? We got doggy dash, boys and girls. Food delivered to your doorstep. There, that's what you wanted. There, Mr. Rabbit can sit over here by Mr. Doggy. They can have a conversation. The rabbit's like, why'd you follow me? Why'd you follow me? Don't do that. Yeah, I hope you're having better times soon, Nocturnal. I saw that there. I hope things go better for you soon, buddy. How is your mom doing? How is your mom doing? Is she doing okay, or has it been kind of rough year so far for her? All right, and goodbye, Sigla. Have a great rest of your day, McSigla. Good to have you here. We'll see you later on. Wait for the moose to kill you and lay down next and lay you next to the wolf and the rabbit. No. No, I don't want that to happen. That would be wrong. That would be wrong. It's an odd yin yang having the wolf and the rabbit. I think it's quite fitting, honestly. I don't have much water here. Been kind of rough past few days with her. Yeah, I know, man. I'm so sorry, buddy. That kind of sucks. Actually, while we got him in here, look, we can harvest him. We can harvest him in here with our hands and not even take cold damage. That's the advantage of having a wolf run into your base. Heck, we'll even take the hide. Why not? Pick up Mr. Ribbity Rabbit. Drop the guts back here in the hide. Drop the meaty booze out in the cold part of the cave. Oh, I dropped the rabbit too. I didn't mean to do that. Uber Eats, who ordered fried doggo? Exactly. Who ordered the fried dog? I did. How's my friend doing? She's doing pretty good. Her mom is doing okay. I mean, she struggles with certain things, but she's not doing horrible. Hasn't had any more, you know, episodes or whatever. As far as like having to be hospitalized or anything, so that's good news. She's lost a lot of weight. Her mom's lost a lot of weight, which it has concerned her a little bit, but the doctor said that was pretty normal fare. So, but no, she's doing pretty good otherwise. Doing pretty good otherwise. So. Now we have cooking 5, boys and girls, which is why I'm not worried. Which is why I'm not worried too much about eating the bear meat. Because with cooking 5, oh, we got a gut on us. Why? How? Oh, that was the rabbit's gut. I didn't drop the rabbit's guts. Why did I not drop the rabbit gut? That is so weird. Okay, that's strange. Oh, I can't place it there. Okay. A little crink in the floor. Tectonic Earth, how you doing? I love when the animals get delivered. Got a bear from the farmhouse greenhouse. Oh, that's the best one. That is the best one. I've had that happen a couple times too, where he'll charge, and then he'll like get stuck in the house, and he'll just be running, and then he'll just die right there in the porch, and you can just harvest him right in the porch. It's like, yeah, I like that kind of bear. Let's see, Maglin's Fire, yes. I wasn't going to cook the meat up unless I could get a Maglin's Fire, because we didn't need to. We didn't need to. So I was going to let it be good. Now I'm hoping when they patch the game, the farmhouse key in Milton gets returned as well. For those of us who did not get a key in Milton for the farmhouse. Alicia, hello, how you doing?
That's done.
How are you tonight? And boys and girls, for those of you who are just joining, who were not here earlier, some very exciting news. Very exciting news. This weekend, we're going to be joined for a few hours by the illustrious Hadrian for some State of Decay 2 play. So we're going to do some State of Decay 2 instead of Windbound on Saturday. So if you, yeah, who is that Hadrian guy? There's his channel right there. There is, yeah, State of Decay 2 Husbandos, yes. Woo! Papa with the 13-month Resub! Let's get those points down so I don't forget. Now your whole family got the Rona. What? Yeah, this new variant don't give no craps, does it? Thank you for that 13-month resub. Appreciate that very much. Well, I hope that you don't get it bad, and I hope that you get better very quickly. The good news is if it's the new variant, it seems to be very it's a milder strain, I guess you could say. If I'm allowed to say that. You never know these days. But yes, we'll be doing a little State of Decay 2 this weekend. A little Hadrian Atheenon mashup. Be a lot of fun. All right, let's get some water going. Boop. Boop. There we go. Athethong's available right before Valentine's Day. What? What? No, there are. That's on the OnlyFans site. The Athethongs are only available over there. Made from genuine wolf hide. Yeah, it's much more infectious, but it seems to be trending towards the more milder side, which is good, which honestly is actually good news. I mean, I think, isn't that the way you want a virus to start trending, is that, yeah, it's contagious. It's contagious, but it doesn't hit you as hard. I mean, sure, it'll still hit some people bad, and I feel really bad for them, but I think for the general population it will be a little bit less less bad, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, I'm immune from everything, so, you know. No, I'm not. I just stay to myself, so I don't deal with people. Can't get you if it can't catch you. Just wolf hide, timber wolf hides. At least Ath is doing something with him. Hinterland won't. Whoa! Atheenon has a Rona blocking gaming chair. Yeah, my chair is impervious. I found though, you know, Brandon, I will say, I can guarantee you 100%, if you sit behind your computer all day long and don't interact with anybody in the real world, you probably won't get it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not, you may get some other virus if you click on a suspicious link, but you probably won't get that virus. It's worked out well for me so far. Unless you catch it from the pop cover on your mic. How would I catch it from a pop cover? Unless you catch it from the pop cover on your mic. What? No, I don't remember that. Never click on my OnlyFans. It's a fake site. How did? What do you speak of, Mark? Hadrian? I don't remember that. Some fool in here months ago worried about how close you were to your mic. Oh yeah. Well, that must have been a medical Sunday where everybody likes to give me medical advice because I always sound like crap in the morning, and they're all very concerned that I'm sick in the morning on the weekends because I sound like garbage early in the morning. I'm like, this is just how it's like, this is how I've sounded for 50 years. 50 years, yeah. Oh, you could get it through the phone. Yeah, I was like, nobody else uses my mic. Nobody else uses my mic, damn it. Applied for a home office job? Nice. Great if you can get them. All right. Well, we are well set up in Hush River Valley as we possibly can be. So, Mark Wars, I know you're probably going to say, you should know this by now. I already told you this information. So I searched the bottom of the zone, and I did not find the Polaroids there. You said there were a few other spots. I wanted to go check them out and see if I could find the Polaroid for this zone. Should have started using words with as many P's as possible. I also sound like a zombie with laryngitis in the morning. Yeah, that's just how I sound in the morning. My voice takes a little while to get lubricated. It takes a little while to get my voice lubricated in the morning. Just how it is. Just how it is. So what were the other spots you were talking about? Do I snore? I probably do. I don't think I snore, no. I don't snore. I never hear myself. I have never woken myself up. Never woken myself up from snoring. Never have. Let's see. So other spots, Mark Wars. I'm looking for the info now. I know you're busy cooking or something, but let's see. Where was the other one he was talking about? I'm trying to remember. I looked at the one in Moose Overlook. I looked at the one at the end at the landslide. I think there was a spot over here. Over here. Let's see, I got all the stuff I want on me, right? Oh, you know what I need to leave behind? Because I don't need to carry it with me. There's nothing to pry bar in this zone. So I'm going to leave my pry bar here. Because I don't need to carry that kilo of weight around with me. I think I might have actually found that pry bar. That's probably why I have it on me. I want my lantern because I might use that. I don't really need the flare, but I like to have one flare just for emergencies. Just for emergencies. I got some fuel on me. That's good. I got a little bit of water on me. Oh, I guess I can drop that rabbit hide here. I don't know why I hadn't dropped that before. There we go. Grab 1 more liter of water. I'm not going to worry about the food. We're going to head over to Hush River. We're going to take kind of the long way around here. I only snore sick, but otherwise I'll occasionally chat with you while asleep. I do know, I have heard that I do snore. I have heard that I do snore. So I do. I've just heard it, though. I've heard about it. I haven't actually experienced myself snoring, but I have heard that I do snore. Gosh, I see all these sticks and I want to pick them up, but I don't want to sacrifice the weight. I don't want to sacrifice the weight. This is an area I usually don't go into very much. This little area over here. Kind of a nice little place, though. There's some crows ahead. Will is an undercover agent. Because he knows the entire Great Bear region before he crashed. No pry bar needed in HRV. He mapped out everything for the secret plan to build an anti-aurora shield where the rich live when the apocalypse hits. How did you know, Branjam? That is a good story. That is a good story. That's a real good story, but it's not true. It's fake news. How you doing, Cindy? How's it going tonight? Ace, how are you doing? How's it going, my friend? I'll give you some point. I'll give out some points. There you go, Ace. Gamble away now, my friend. Gamble away. Look away, baby. Look away. You want to gamble with me? I don't want to see you this way. Wasn't that shield part of Harp? I don't know if it was or not. It might have been. See, look at all the cattails that are out here that we can be picking. That's a lot of cattails, boys and girls. A lot of cattails. Now, for those of you who are unaware of it, the bear's cave is right over here. This is the bear's cave right there. That's the bear that wanders on this side. There's usually, yep, there's a couple rabbits around it. Oh, there's a maple here too. Look at that. Look at that. There's a maple over here. We'll grab that. We killed that bear, so we don't have to worry about him. We're heading back over to the cave that we stashed his stuff in, though, because we're gonna grab that real quick. We'll probably rest there for the night too. It's getting on to dark. 4 more days till the millers move. Oh my goodness. Are you excited? Are you excited for the move? Maybe this is the Polaroid here. No hating it? Nope. Oh, maybe this is the Polaroid. Combat pants. Okay. And a hacksaw. Wow, look at that loot, baby. Now that's some loot for you. See, that's what happens when you just wander around a zone. Aimlessly wandering. That's a lot of cattails, boys and girls. Which one? It's just like a kitten. You have to pick their tail up, and you look underneath. Well, I hope your move goes smoothly as well. You just have to pick the tail up and look underneath, and then you know if it's a cat, if it's a boy or girl. Cattail. Oh, it moved. I waited too long. I held my shot for too long, boys and girls. Nocturnal Druid, oh, seriously? I heard Ath mention he has the tendencies, but I didn't remember him mentioning he fully suffers from it. No, I have a little bit of OCD. I don't really have like full-blown OCD. I have a little bit of OCD, but it's not debilitating or like super horrible. I tend to get a little obsessive compulsive. Maybe it's more obsessive compulsive, but I do tend to like things neat and orderly. Yeah, I'm not like clinically like upset. I'm not like clinically OCD. But I do like stuff that you know, if things are out of order, I very quickly notice, and it bothers me a lot. Oh, boys and girls, this is sad. This is sad. Oh, don't, Nocturnal Druid, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. You know, I always try to explain that it's not like, I always try to explain that it's not like I'm clinically that way. I don't have it to the point where it debilitates me, but I can empathize with people who have that, because I have a very mild version of it where I'm very... Things that I can walk into a room, or I can go into my office and I can tell if somebody's been there just because the pen has been moved over 3 inches. And it bothers me. It's like, who was in my office? You know, that's like my first thought. Who was here? Who was in my office? I don't like, you know, it's like, but it bothers me because, like, when I leave my office, I put my things where I want them. I leave my pen in a certain spot. I have a spot where I want my papers for the next day. And I can tell if somebody's gone in there and, like, gone through something or looked at something, because, you know, there'll be a paper clip out on the desk and I'll be like, I didn't leave that there. And it bothers me till it's fixed. Yeah, you have it clinically, practically psychiatrically diagnosed. Yeah. Yeah, and so I can empathize with people where it does, like, oh, I probably have some sort of, but, you know, because I have little twitches. Like, you'll notice every once in a while my neck will twitch, because I have this weird, I have a weird, and it gets worse if I actually think about it. But yeah, so I have a few things I just deal. See, back when I was growing up, you didn't get diagnosed with stuff. It was just you were an antsy kid. I was an antsy kid. You know, and I was just taught to deal with it. I was never diagnosed with anything. It was just that's how life was for me. So but you know, it's good to acknowledge it and be able to empathize with people that seriously suffer with it, because it can be very bad. It can be very, very bad. And you don't want that stuff swept under the carpet. You want to know, you want to understand it so you can actually deal with it better. Oh, I was coming back to sleep. I was just getting food dizzy. We all have a few things, and that's the thing. It's like I don't think there's a person out there that doesn't have something. Everybody has something. Oh, look at all those beautiful guts and the maple and the hide and the other maple. Now I got my bedroll. I am very particular about how I like my things. I get very obsessed with having things numerically or in some other way organized. Like all of my books on my shelf are in alphabetical order by author. I have had them in alphabetical order by title before, but that's a little harder to keep track of. But all my books on my bookshelf are in alphabetical order by author's last name, not first name. But that's how I like them, because then I can find them. If I have a series of books by an author, they have to be in, you know, book 1, book 2, book 3. When I was young, my Chronicles of Narnia series that I had, I actually organized it by chronological order of the story instead of the chronological order of the books, because the Magician's Nephew is actually the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia, if you want to go chronologically. The Magician's Nephew is the beginning of the story. So yes, Faith, yes, Ath and Hadrian, hype for Saturday. Yes. So when I was younger, I actually reorganized my Chronicles of Narnia book because they're out of order. They aren't in order, story-wise. The Magician's Nephew, I think, is like the 5th book. Because I believe the first one was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, followed by Voyage of the Dawn, but followed by Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. What was the other one? Good God, it's been so long since I read those. It's been so long since I read my Chronicles of Narnia series. I should go back and read that. That's a great series. We're doing State of Decay 2, Faith. We're going to be going back and killing some zombies. We're going to be doing some zombie killing. So I'm excited. But yeah, you know, that's always been my thing, though. That's always my room was always very organized. My comic books have always been very organized.
Too much stuff to carry.
I've gone back and forth on my comic books. I pretty much just have them in alphabetical order. I used to have them by company and alphabetical within that company. But now I have so many comics now, I just have them in just general alphabetical order. Yes, all like 10,000 of my comics are in alphabetical order, I know. But yes, we're gonna have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Shh, don't apologize, you fool! Don't apologize, fool! I love Mr. T. Mr. T was awesome. Mr. T was awesome on the A-Team. He was a B.A. Baracus. He was awesome in the Rocky movie. Mr. T was a big deal there for a long time.
Warming up again.
We need more Mr. T's in the world. Mr. T just seemed like a genuinely nice guy. A guy that I could just go hang out with and have fun. Alright, so what we're doing right now, boys and girls, is basically prepping to leave the zone. We've pretty much done everything we can here. I still have not found the Polaroid. I honestly have no idea where it could be at. The bot is way behind Love My Liberty, but thank you for the 26-month resub. You know, Mr. T, I never really heard any scandal around him or anything, you know? You never really... It's almost nice when you don't hear about your favorite star's personal life. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's kind of nice when you don't hear about it, because that means they're keeping their nose clean. Floppy hand time! Thank you for the 26 months.
Love My Liberty.
I appreciate that very much.
Months.
We don't have to mic up. Just thought you might want a fighter escort for your flight to Amsterdam. But how you doing, Love My Liberty? I hope you're having a great day. Hope things are going well for you. Let's drop our other bear hide here. Nothing likes to lay down over here. I don't know what it is. There's like a big bump here that nothing likes. I don't know why. I'm just gonna have to drop those there. I have no more. I hate doing it, but I have no more room over here to put stuff down. No! No! Okay, I'll put it here. Hey. Yeah, I know. I ask myself the same question. Love My Liberty. I'm 51 now. How'd that happen? How did that happen? What happened there? It does not like that at all. It does not like that either. Oh, it likes it here. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so we're basically prepping to leave the zone. We got some hides that are already cured. I'll probably take those with me first.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Leave the fresh stuff. What else do we have on us that's so heavy? Oh, I have all that fuel on me, too. Yeah, let's drop some of that fuel over here. Good lord, I have a lot of charcoal. Or I have a lot of coal. Got a lot of coal, boys and girls. I got a lot of sticks, too. There we go. For a quick run over here, we won't need all that stuff. So we'll take that stuff. We'll take our cured hides there. Take our guts. Did I pick up a fresh gut? I did. I don't really want to take the fresh guts with me. Attracts way too much attention. Put the rabbit hide over here too, get that curing. These are all cured though. I'm going to put my bow away so I can just pick them up real quickly. I'm going to take those back with me as well, because why not? Grab my pry bar and my hacksaw.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
That's a fresh bear hide. Move the moose hide over. Bring the bear hide up. There we go. Okay, I got a little bit of water on me, so that's good. Imagine being a deer and stumbling in this cave. Just skins and... Yes, just nasty stuff everywhere. I can't even say that other word. I never learned how to say that word. How do you say that word? Is it see, for me, I see it as viscera. Viscera? Is it viscera? I think it might be viscera. Is it viscera? I'm probably wrong, but... You have to leave already, Love My Liberty? Oh, goodness gracious. Well, Love My Liberty, go take care of your mama. Moms are very important. Go take care of your mama. Give her lots of hugs and loves from us, too. Take care of her and have a great night. Is it Viscera? Is it really Viscera? Because, see, for me, I see Viscera. But I think it's actually like Viscera. It's like, isn't it like a French word? Those French, I tell you, man. I tell you, them French. Is it a French word? It may not even be a French word. Here I am bashing the French. Viscera. Okay, so it is Viscera. Well, good. I'm smarter than I think. I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. I'm just kind of dumb. I'm smarter than I thought. Yeehaw. You think it's from Latin? Ooh. Okay. It's a Latin word. Those damn Latins. Wait a second. That's not a group, is it? The Latins aren't a group. There's nobody who's actually like a Latin. Like a French, the French language is spoken by the French. The Latin language is not spoken by Latins. Who speaks Latin anymore? Jeez Louise. God dang it! Who speaks the Latin anymore? The Romans have been gone for hundreds of years! Let's move on from the Latin. We don't need it. Ah, the Pope. Who's he? Who's the Pope? Is the Pope some big guy or something? Come on now. You think the Pope would think he was like special or something and he's speaking that Latin? He's just doing it to make himself sound smarter than the rest of us. It's the Roman language.
Die if I don't warm up.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Sword and Leaf. So, if you're going to use the classical pronunciation, it would be Viscera. Ecclesiastical would be Viscera. Is it Viscera? But Viscera. Wow, I'm bad with that. I don't know why I'm Bernie Sanders. We're talking about viscera. We're talking about the Latin. The Latinos do not speak Latin, though. That is a very common misconception. Icar? Is it Icar or Icor? Epitome. No. God, you guys are gonna throw all the hard words at me. I am so bad at reading words and pronouncing them. I'm bad at words and pronouncing them. I can't pronounce them very good. God dang it, English is my first language and I barely speak it. Stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. I can barely speak English. And I speak it badly. Icar? Icor? I can barely speak the English like... Pronunciating it is hard. It's hard to pronunciate for me. It's very hard. Got your dinner and now you're watching. You try to pronounce words with a straight face while I masticate. I know what I know the word. I can pronounce masticate. I have no idea what it means. I have no idea what it means. I can pronounce it, but I don't know what it means. Oh, chew. It means to chew. Okay. See, I'm a very simple person. If I'm gonna say I'm gonna chew on it, I'm gonna chew it. I'm not gonna masticate it. I'm gonna chew it. Masticating sounds dirty. Sounds like you're doing something you probably shouldn't.
Fingers feel numb.
Like if I said, hey ladies and gentlemen, on my OnlyFans, I'm gonna masticate later on. That would probably be bad. Prestidignation. I'm gonna say prestidignation. Gigantus antelope. What?
Goddamn.
Gigantus what? I masticate on camera all the time. Whoa, ladies. Oh wait, that doesn't mean what I think it means. That you keep on using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Ladies. Oh, prestigination. Oh, prestigination. I know what that is. I know what that is. We got to do a lot of that in D&D. D&D. It's dynamite. D&D. Oh wait, wrong. That's the wrong thing for it. All right, there's all my hides. We got hides aplenty now. This is the danger. This is the danger I get into in zones, boys and girls. I get almost too much stuff. I'm so fastidious, and see, I just used a big word. I'm so fastidious that I pick up way too many things in a zone, and I hoard everything. Oh, I know you want to go. I know you want to go there. I know you want to go there. There you go. Oh, look at all that good stuff we got. We got double hacksaws, don't we? We have triple hacksaw, double hacksaw, triple hacksaw, hacktacular, hackstoppable. Oh, I have another pot too. Where'd I get that from? Where'd I pick up another pot from? What is happening right now? Hacksaw Jim Duggan would be proud. He would. I loved Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was kind of a hero of mine back in the day, boys and girls. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about it. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was that no-nonsense, kind of fun guy. Felt like you could sit down and have a good beer with. There, we have 100 cattails and a first aid kit. Oh, when I got the combat pants. Oh, that's when I got it. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go leave some stuff on the ground here real quick. Oh. Well, I mean, I used to love him when he was wrestling. I'm not saying he's dead. I'm saying, yeah, I loved him when he was wrestling. My mom taught me how to masticate when I was younger. They did a good job. Can we all just eschew obfuscation from now on, chat? I know what obfuscation is because I've played Vampire. I know what obfuscation is. That's a word I know. I had to be taught it, but that's a word I know. To obfuscate is something you want to do. That's something you do in Vampire sometimes. "68 years old, just a couple years older than me. Just a couple years older. Can you say homemade biscuits with homemade sausage and mushroom? Oh, that is pronounced yum. And that's pronounced yes, please. May I have some? That's what I'm talking about. I want some of that. I want some of that lovin'. Love playing as the Nosferatu. God, it's been so many years since I played that. My friend was huge.
Oh my.
Huge in the LARPing community for that game. He played a ton of that. Oh my. He played a ton of that live action. And just had a blast. He loved it. Loved it. Yes, Cassandra, we are going to be playing State of Decay 2 with Hadrian this Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and going till Hadrian cries uncle. If he cries uncle early, we'll play some more of the Icarus. If he doesn't cry uncle, we could play all the rest of the evening. It's up to him. He's in the driver's seat. More shenanigans, I know. More zombie killing shenanigans. Gangrel, yeah, I think I played as a Gangrel a couple of times. I think that's what I usually played, actually. See, I more played the tabletop and he played the live action. So we sort of had it, you know, both. We were sort of both ways on it. I got 3 arrowheads. How many feathers? Oh, I got 15 feathers. I don't even need that many. There we go. You always want to grab that toolkit, because that toolkit takes your arrow making from 1.5 hours to 45 minutes. It is damn sexy. How many D10s did I own? How many D10s do I own? Well, I don't even know where my bag of dice is. I think my son actually took it to college with him. These are my official gaming dice, though. These are my official gaming dice for Silent Death. They're huge. There's a D10 right there. There's another D10 right there.
No power in the verse can stop me.
There's a D20 right there. And this whole bag's full. This whole bag's full of gigantic. They're about, I'd say they're about, I don't know, 1/2 inch around dice. D6s. I still play a game called Silent Death. It's a tabletop miniature game. Make it rain! Thank you for following there. Herb Maesterick. I'm showing you what's in our sack. Oh yeah, I still play the ICE back when ICE was still in business. They're the ones who put out the Middle-earth role-playing game. They put out a tabletop board game called Silent Death that I played a ton of, and I still have tons of my miniatures. I should pull my miniatures out sometime and show them to you. That sounded really weird. I should pull my miniature out and show it to you sometime. But I'm gonna go with it. But yeah, I should pull my miniatures out at some point and show them to you. They're pretty dang cool. Silent Death is a great tabletop, though. It's basically a turn-based spaceship battle game. The thing I like about it most is that we use these really big dice. And every turn you move, and then you shoot, and then you resolve damage and all that sort of stuff. You can play with just single ship-to-ship battles, or you can do fleet battles. We like doing fleet battles. It was lots of fun. But the cool thing is that your to-hit dice are the exact same as your damage dice. When you roll to hit, you roll 3 dice. You have 2 dice that are the base dice for whatever weapon system you're using, and that can be a D4, a D6, a D8, or a D10. And then you add your pilot skill die that can also be a D4, 6, 8, or 10. And you add those 3 together to see if you hit the other ship. If you successfully hit the other ship, each weapon system in the game does either low, medium, or high damage. So you look at the dice you use to roll to hit, and you go, oh, my weapon system does high damage. I have a high die of, say, 8, so I do 8 damage. Now, if you have 2 high dice of 8, you do 16 damage. If you have 3 high dice, you do 24 damage if they're all 8s. So it multiplies, and there's certain weapon systems that actually get a ×2 if you do high damage and you have 2 dice that are high damage. So it's a really cool game system. ICE unfortunately went out of business, and you know, there was a company for a while called Silent Metal, I think, that took over the stuff. They made all the books for the game into PDFs. And it was pretty cool too, because there was all sorts of lore that went with the game as well. Even though it was a tabletop turn-based strategy game, there was a lot of lore, and you had actual houses that you could play. I personally liked House Sigurd because it was like a Norse type take on the game, and they had some cool ships like they had the Mjolnir was a ship for them. What was the other one? The ice. What was that called? God, it's been so long. But yeah, I really like that game. But yeah, the same company put out the Middle-earth role-playing game, which, in my opinion, the Middle-earth role-playing game was pretty cool as far as the content. The gameplay was very, 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 very boring. It was a little too detailed for my taste. Because every time you rolled to hit something, not only would you be rolling to hit, but if you hit, then you'd see where you hit, you'd see what specific, it had like damage tables that were pages long to see where you hit, what damage it could do, what tendon you hit in their leg. Then they could roll to see if they got a save against that. It just was way too complicated. But the lore for the Middle-earth role-playing game was really good. It had some really good stuff in it. Well, I mean, it's Middle-earth, and it was all licensed by them. So you know what do you expect? I did play BattleTech. Yep, I played BattleTech. I like BattleTech. That's one of the main reasons I picked up Silent Death. Is it reminded me a little bit of BattleTech with a little bit of flavor, a little bit, a little more space battle flavor. But yeah, BattleTech's a fun tabletop too. We had a lot of fun building our mechs in BattleTech. Oh, building mechs in BattleTech was so much fun. So much fun. I usually would go real tanky. I'd usually go... My friend always liked the light mechs, and I always like big chunky mechs. I like the big chunky mechs. I never played the Mech Warrior game, no. I never played Mech Warrior. Alright, we're gonna sleep here for the night, get some rest. We'll get up in the morning, and we're gonna go hunt a bear. We're gonna go hunt a bear, my friends. That's our goal. We have one bear to hunt here, then we're gonna go back to Hush River, pick up the rest of our stuff. Good God, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 birch there. 11 birch, 12 arrow shafts, 68 feathers. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maple. Big chunkus mechs. I like the chunky ones. I like the chunky ones. I like the big chunky mechs. I know they weren't always the smart way to go, but I love the big chunky mechs. The ones that can take a pounding. Keep on grounding. My friend liked the lightweight ones, but you know. He liked the lightweight ones.
I'm gonna faint.
I know we're gonna faint, but we're not gonna faint. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I did try the BattleTech video game. I kind of got bored of it. I don't know. It didn't grab me. You know, you have to be kind of grabbed by a game to really have a lot of fun with it. And it just was kind of like, okay, I'm just kind of like not that excited about it. I don't know. Maybe it's probably just me. Probably just me, but I'd say my funnest time though is when I was DMing DMing my couple of friends through 2nd edition. That was probably the pinnacle of my role playing for me. Is I have never had as much fun as I did then. The recent turn-based one, yeah. It was okay, don't get me wrong. It was okay. I didn't get inspired by it a whole lot, I guess. But that probably the best fun I had was in the early 90s when I was working at the comic book shop. Me and a couple of friends, we basically had a six person party. My friends each controlled 2 characters. I controlled 2 NPC characters, and I ran the game. And it was probably some of the funnest role playing I've ever done. It was the best DMing I've ever done too. But it was oh man, it was just mwah. The stories we came up with. I'm a pretty easy DM. I have some long range. I always had like an overarching like campaign idea that I wanted to have in place. But I never pushed it on my players. I let them pretty much explore like they wanted to explore. And I didn't push it on them. I let them do their thing. And they came up with some of the best stuff. I mean, and that I think, you know, is one thing that the new 5th edition stuff with all the mini missions and stuff like that has sort of made, in my mind, it's sort of reduced D&D to, like, level up missions and you know, just being able to drop in on a table and play and go to another table and play. I don't know. And for me, it's always about the community. I like playing with the same people. You get used to them. I could actually craft certain things in my campaign that I knew my players would struggle with or find easier based on their play, the way they played the game. And so it was a lot of fun to actually put things in there that I knew they would appreciate. But you know, for me, 2nd edition was the pinnacle of D&D. It just was. All the editions since then, I've just kind of been meh on. It's not bad. It's just they you know, after they got rid of Thaco, those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. When they got rid of Thaco, I was a little bit pissed. I don't mind the D20, but it's like it's lazy. It basically was like, oh, we're gonna dumb it down now for everybody else. Thaco, yes, Thaco was confusing. Thaco was hard to figure out sometimes. But you know what? For those of us who liked it, I liked it a lot. I liked Thaco. You like 5th edition? You know, 5th edition's not bad. None of them that they've come out with are bad. I just don't particularly gravitate towards them. I much more liked the direction of 2nd edition myself. I much more liked 2nd edition. I think I still have my Waterdeep box set somewhere around here. Probably have my I love Waterdeep. Waterdeep for me was one of my funnest places. That was one of the funnest places I could ever have my characters go. I actually built a 10-level dungeon underneath Waterdeep from scratch. I know there is one. There's the Undercity, but I built one myself just to have it. Oh, this guy's gonna bounce all over the place. Oh, he didn't bounce. Nice. Woo! I've seen people number crunch more, prepare for World of Warcraft dungeon. I don't really think it was that complicated. we got a 33.33% chance of surviving, cumulative, of course. But see, for me, it was never. But for me, playing D&D was never about leveling. I had final character approval on all characters in my campaign, and nobody ever had max stats. Nobody ever had max stats unless I visually witnessed them roll a max stat. Because honestly, you crunch the numbers, to roll max stats in a single go on a character, just rolling 3d6 once, getting that natural 18 is pretty damn impossible. The percentages are not there. And so I would generally, if they wanted to bring a character in, if they wanted to bring one in that I did not witness them roll, I would not let them come in with it if it had if it had a natural 18 on it. I just wouldn't let them do it. See, that's the thing though, is that I always felt that yes, you want to have some good skills and stuff, but at the same time, for me, D&D was more about figuring it out. Figuring out the puzzles, figuring out thinking your way out of the problem instead of just smashing your way out of the problem. So I liked characters that had flaws. See, the thing is that it's more fun. I think it's more fun, especially if your GM knows what your character's flaws are. It's more fun when your GM puts stuff into the game that'll specifically play up your character's flaws. You know, like if your character is really weak at dexterity, that the GM would actually put some dexterity-based things in it, and it would be kind of like, you know, it would just make it more challenging, you know. And I like that though. That's the fun thing about role playing, and that's why it's role playing. It's not smash through. You don't want it to be smashed through. You want it to be a role playing experience. where they take the positives and the negatives of their character and they utilize them just like you would in real life, but in a fantasy situation. Most of your characters are pretty trash in terms of actual game mechanics. Solid. Yeah, it's all about the hilarious. That's the thing, is like, some of our sessions would be like the most ridiculous thing. Boop-a-doop. Bear down. I know everybody's like, how the frick? What the heck? I know. I just like chonked into that bear with no problems. I was like, yeah, no. But, you made a barbarian afraid of spiders? That's awesome! See, that's the thing. My crown achievement was a rat druid, had no wisdom and a ton of dexterity. So he's basically a Skaven. But we need to go get some coal from the stove, from the mine here to harvest that bear up. So we'll go into the mine and get that coal. But yeah, I mean, I always loved that all the characters in my campaign, my NPCs that I ran, as well as the PC characters that my players ran, they all had their own flaws. They had their ups and downs. None of them were overpowered. They all could all fail at stuff, but it made it fun. It made for some hilarious moments. And honestly, that early 90s role-playing was so much fun. That's back when it wasn't cool to do it, too. You know, it wasn't cool to role-play. But yeah, role-playing games are a lot of fun. I played a few 5th edition. I never really played 3rd. I got out of it when 3rd edition started coming out. I still have a lot of my 2nd edition stuff. Some of my modules that I created and stuff. Remember Dungeon Magazine? Oh god, I love the little mini... See, I utilized a lot of stuff in my GMing as well. Dungeon Magazine was a great resource because it gave you a lot of cool little side missions that you could just, like... You know, if your characters wanted to just dink around and you didn't want to spend a lot of time creating a big detailed adventure for them, you could just go grab a Dungeon Magazine and run them through a little side mission. You could just run them through a little side mission and let them have fun for a few hours, which was always fun. I enjoyed that, and gosh, Dungeon Magazine I got a lot of good ideas out of too. A lot of good ideas for a DM in that magazine too. There's just so much good stuff out there. My first character was afraid of fish. At our very last session, they finally found out and bullied him for a 5-day carriage ride. Nice. See, that's what makes role-playing fun, though. And really, role-playing is... And see, for me, the random pickup groups for me are not that much fun. Because role-playing to me was always about playing with the same people, knowing their foibles and their kind of things that they might get sensitive about or whatever, and just kind of ribbing them every once in a while, and having fun with them, laughing with them, and, you know, being able to pack up after a good 6-8 hour session and be like, all right, well, we'll pick up where we were next week and have some more fun. So that's what it was all about for me. That's what I loved about role-playing back in the day. I haven't done any for a long time, though. Then I got into tabletop board games. Stuff like, well, I mean, Settlers of Catan is the main one that most of you are probably familiar with. But, you know, other games as well, like Silent Death, Twilight Imperium, stacks and stacks of games. There's lots of really cool games out there. Lots of cool, smaller company board games as well. Ones that aren't made by, like, major corporations. They're made by small... They're sort of like indie board games. A lot of people refer to them as European board games, but they're kind of indie board games. Where, you know, it's like, hey, here's an idea. Iron Harvest I never played. I know which one you're talking about, but I never played that one, no. But I played a lot of board games back in the day. I still have a lot of my board games. Hey, look, we got some crow feathers. Crow feathers, crow feathers. Even though I have like a bajillion. Oh, wait, actually, hold on a second. Can I get a Maglin's Fire out here by chance? No, I cannot. Always check them. Monopoly is a family killer. Yeah, Monopoly's not really one I ever... I sort of dug it when I was a kid, but I haven't enjoyed it for a long time. That's a diesel punk World War I era alternate history. Oh, that's cool.
Come on.
Do they put good loot at that far end of the road? You can't access the plane. Now that you can't access the plane there? Not really, no. There's not really any good loot down there. Used to play Monopoly in school. What bear is best? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Am I quartering him with my hacksaw? Wait a gall-darn second. Did I just quarter a bear with my hacksaw? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That was very, very strange. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it seemed to let me quarter it with my hacksaw. I didn't think you could quarter things with hacksaw. I thought you had to have a knife or a hatchet to quarter animals. Currently working on a World War II mecha game. Mechanics are solid, but I'm editing the playbook now. Oh, is it something like you're gonna publish, Jarl? Dude! Dude! Is it something you're gonna publish? Really? Really? Oh, man! Dude, are you crowdfunding it at all or anything? Because if you are, man, I want in. If you're crowdfunding it or anything like that, I'll throw the link up for you, buddy. I love supporting creators of games. I've crowdfunded it. I've helped crowdfund a few games. Didn't get anything out of them, but, you know. You're out of your own pocket and you're going to sell the idea? Oh, okay, okay. You aren't thinking of, like, publishing it on your own or anything like that? Because, I mean, you know, there's a lot. If you have a great concept, you can do a Kickstarter and you can get a lot of people to support you for a good concept. I mean, especially if you get some word out. But yeah, if you could kickstart it, you could probably crowdfund it, and I don't know. Hello, Athena. I'm on my 4th or so Interloper run. I think I'm about 100 to 120 days, but honestly, I feel very bored on this run. I'm at about 920 hours altogether in the game, and I don't really feel like pushing forward with the run. I haven't even explored Blackrock yet. I did play it in story mode, though. I heard the clack of your crampons and realized I haven't made my way to Ash Canyon on this run either. Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Gio. Gio Vanelli Chic. I'm just gonna say Gio because that's easier for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, Gio. The early game of Interloper is the best. Once you get past about 100 days, the game starts to kind of be one of those where you have to make things for yourself happen. There's not a whole lot of, yeah, blew my fire out. Afraid of that. You have to choose, you have to make goals for yourself, is what I'm saying. You have to go, okay, my short-term goal is to make it to Ash Canyon and get the crampons. My long-term goal is to do X. My longer-term goal is to do X. You really have to be proactive about doing it because boredom can set in. And I'm not going to lie to you about that. It can set in. And it will set in.
Drop any of this gear.
And you have to be the one that motivates yourself. There's a lot of players who will just start over with a new character and be like, I'm bored of this guy. I'm going to, I'm just gonna play and, you know, I'm just gonna start a new guy now. So you do have to be self-motivating. The game does not motivate you after the first 100 days or so. Because at that point, you've collected what you need. You have your gear pretty well set. You've got hides and guts in places. You've got things going on for you, and you're not suffering as much. And a lot of the appeal to a lot of players is the suffering. So, yeah. So, you know, if you do get bored, start over. Maybe get a different spawn point than you've ever gotten before and try it out.
Some gear.
But yeah, I mean, for me, chat keeps it interesting, but I try to just make up my own challenges as I go. For me, it's like, oh, I'm gonna make my own challenge. I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna go explore all of Hush River Valley and get the moose there, or I'm gonna go over here and get the bear, or we're gonna go scavenge the polaroids and map all the zones. I mean, if you're really bored, go map all the zones. There are community challenges out there as well. Yes, there are community challenges. The No One Gets Out Alive challenge. But really, after that first 100, 200 days, the game is all about maintaining and not getting bored.
Too much stuff to carry.
And not becoming complacent in your success either. Because that will kill you more often than anything else. Country Roads, take me home, baby! Country Roads in with the 11-month resub.
I need to drop something.
Thank you so much. Not boring necessities and challenging. I think it overall is challenging enough. I just hate being mired due to fog or blizzard, and I've just had my motivation. To keep playing because I've already explored everything. You just lost it. Well, another thing you can do. Here's another thing you can do. Start a custom Interloper game. If you're not worried about getting achievements, start a custom run. Eliminate things that annoy you. Eliminate cabin fever. Eliminate the bad storms. Eliminate certain things. Make your health come back slower than it usually does. You can actually make it harder. You can make it so your food your health comes back even slower than it does in Interloper if you want to. You can make it not come back at all. Custom games are a great way to break out of the boredom. You could even do a custom game where you turn
I'm not
on.
gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Where you turn on pistols or the guns. In a custom run, if you leave everything the same and you just turn on the pistols will spawn, ammunition will spawn, but no cleaning kits will spawn. So you will never get a cleaning kit. Oh shoot, I'm dropping the guts again. Dag nabbit. So that's a good way to like have some fun as well. So there's lots of custom stuff you can do if you are getting bored. You can do a lot of custom stuff in runs to sort of stave off that boredom a little bit. But yeah, it's mainly at that point it's about just finding ways. The thing I love about the Long Dark, and the thing that I think makes the Long Dark unique in a way,
feels like something is.
And it feels to me almost like old school role playing in a way, because you're making your own story. You're deciding what you do, when you do it, how you do it, how fast you're gonna go, how slow you're gonna go, if you're gonna go hunt something or not hunt something. Your entire future is under your control. And I find that very unique with the Long Dark. That combined with the permadeath feature makes it a very unique survival experience that you don't see in any other game. And you don't see, I have played a ton of different survival games. I've never seen one that has draws me in like the Long Dark does. I played story mode Blackrock on hard. I couldn't get over how ridiculously oversaturated I was on supplies. So at first I lamented not having firearms, but it's honestly probably better without. Well, Blackrock, even on the hardened version, Blackrock is no more difficult than Voyager. It isn't. Blackrock on hardened version is it's Voyager with maybe a little Stalker. And that's about it. Story mode is not, if you've played any Interloper at all, even if you've only played Interloper and you struggle with it, but you make it through the first 10, 20, 30 days each time, playing the story mode is not super challenging. It's just not. There's not a lot of difficulty factor in it. It just doesn't have that difficulty that the open world survival does. You played 5 minutes of story mode? A lot of people have. Mark Wars has played none of the story mode. Mark Wars has played 0 of the story mode. You won the tournament in your group. Oh, nice, Brancham. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, we got a save point. We're good to go for next time. We'll be returning to this character. We got the bear. We got to haul that back to our cabin. We got another bear hide. We got to go back into Hush River and gather the rest of our stuff and bring it out. We got some more of Milton to explore. We got to go to the plane crash and get our stim. We have a lot of stuff to still do. Got a lot of stuff to